Hey guys, so we got some news sources again here that is saying that we're going to have two new iPhones that's coming out in September. And I mean, I know I already made a video about that, but that was only about that source. I mean, if multiple sources are saying this, then it has to be true. I mean, if they're saying that we are going to see one cheaper iPhone and one more expensive iPhone, then yeah, if more people are saying that, good sources that have been correct, other times, by guessing things, or not guessing, but they have some industry insiders that is saying this, and yeah, then it like have to be true. So the thing is, okay, we're going to have a cheaper iPhone. The thing that I'm wondering here is that is Apple going to ditch the iPod Touch? Because if they release a new iPhone, a unlocked a world phone that you can use like every country, without a carrier, then what, a cheaper one, almost like the iPod Touch, but you add the GPS and 3G basebands, so you can call with it and make it a little more, pricey. Make it maybe like 299 bucks without a carrier. So let's say they release a new iPhone, a cheap one, a iPhone Lite. Let's just assume that, or like an iPhone Air, iPhone Pro, iPhone Mini. I'm not sure, but if they would release a new iPhone, a cheaper one, let's just call it iPhone Lite for 299 bucks, world phone, works in like every single country, then they don't have to have the iPod Touch anymore. They could ditch it because yeah, they don't need it anymore. And carriers, they may, change. Apple may change how we look at carriers today, because so many people want to unlock. I mean, so many people buy the iPhone and then they just want to unlock. Let's say Apple is doing this, 299 for a iPhone. Everyone can buy an iPhone. The thing now is that everyone can't buy an iPhone. Everyone can't afford to buy an iPhone because it's too expensive. But if they make a cheaper iPhone, then more people would be able to purchase it, and that's awesome. Because what I do believe, how Apple looks at this right now, I think Apple is kind of worried right now, because Android, it's starting to get big like in 2010, and now in 2011 it have totally exploded. There are so many cell phones that they are like selling with Android, and I don't think that Apple just are going to stand back and watch. I think Apple is going to try to get a bigger market share, and just selling more iPhones. So what I do believe is that Apple, they wanna target these guys that buy cheap Android devices. They want them to buy this new iPhone Lite, and if we have an iPhone Lite, we are probably also going to have a new redesigned, a real iPhone, an iPhone 5. Now with this iPhone 5, I think that yeah, first of all, this year Apple have really been focusing a lot on the software thingy, because they wanna, because you can do so much things with Android and comparing to iOS. So this year was the year when Apple was doing some things that they haven't fixed yet, or didn't fix earlier years, like the notifications, much better system right now. So I think this year could be a more of a software year comparing to a hardware year. I think 2010, that was a more of a hardware year. We got a new redesign of the iPhone, so this new iPhone 5, they may just bump up the specs to like an A5, maybe a 3.7-inch, but not that much more. And then make a new redesign next year, 2012, to make a really good iPhone 6. So yeah, I think that the iPhone 5 could look kind of like an iPhone 4, but with the dual-core A5 processor, a little bigger screen, not a high resolution of the screen because the screen is still really good, and then having this new iPhone Lite. And I still think that Apple is going to go with a iPod Touch 5G, 5th generation, 5G, just because there are so many people that is buying. I think people need to have first, I think, I think people look at Apple like this. First, we have the phone, then we have the iPod, and the iPod, that's more for fun and entertainment, and every kids buy the iPhone. And I think if they would, I don't think that those kids would buy an iPhone Lite because it sounds a little more complicated. I mean, they are not going to call with it, but I'm not really sure. But if Apple want to ditch the iPod Touch, then I think that they aren't going to do that this year. But 2012, they can ditch it. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what Apple is going to launch in September. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. So yeah, see.